Good morning, guys. I pray you all are doing well. I'm sorry I have tears in my eyes. I'm just really excited to share this testimony with you guys. And I titled this, Don't Watch the Storms, because God is faithful, because God truly is faithful. I'm in this season with you guys where we're waiting on God to open a door, do something, because everything is like falling apart, right? And one of my biggest concerns was the education for my children. For those who don't know, my kids have special needs, and um, I was having trouble finding the right school for them. And during the summer, after their last school shut down, and so when I tried public school, it wasn't meeting their needs, and I cried out to God about this because I didn't want my kids to feel the strain of the storm. And so I at least wanted them to have somewhere where all their needs were being met and where their relationship with Jesus was being fostered because they were going to a Christian school previously. And so God put it on my heart to reach out to a school that I initially wasn't looking at because of some of the differences that I didn't agree with. And so I reached out to them, and God's timing, because before I wouldn't meet my youngest daughter's needs because they didn't have kindergarten. And when I reached out, they decided to expand, and they did include kindergarten, and they had one spot available for my son's grade. And so last Friday we went out for the shadow, and they did great. My son met the academic level to be in that one spot. And I was just praising God because, the school is a religious school, plus it meets the needs of kids with disabilities. So it was everything that I was looking for. And God helped reassure me that the things I was concerned about wouldn't be a concern. And so I just thank the Lord for that. But part of the process of this storm for me has been some financial strain. And so I was a little worried about the tuition portion of the school. I knew my daughter would be covered through the scholarship that she receives, but I knew my son would have a balance. And so I just, over the weekend, as much as I wanted to just sit and bask in the blessing that God did, that concern of the financial strain was on the side, like on the side of my head. And I felt so guilty, and I kept asking God, like, God, why is my thought process like this? Like, you bless me one area, and the first thing I do is start focusing on, oh, well, this is my concern. Like, why can't I just stop and bask in the blessing? And I was asking God and repenting on that, and asking God to take away that thought process, which I know you guys, because some of you guys can relate. It's like God blesses you, and then you're just looking to the next thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, why do we do that? Like, why do we do that as humans? And so after I repented to God this morning, I was like, I'm going to focus on the good, like my kids are in a great school. And so I try to just focus on that this morning. And I was like, everything will work out. And then while I was, working right now, I just got an email from the financial director to the school. And she asked me for their scholarships and stuff so she can apply them. And then I did that. And then I'm working, and I see another email from her, and she tells me, just to let you know, everything has been applied and you guys are all set for the year. And I was a little confused because I knew that there would be a balance for my son after the scholarship was applied. So I emailed her back and I told her, when you say you guys, or do you mean my son as well? Like, I know my daughter's all set, but is my son all set too? And she goes, yes, we've prorated the tuition, and so you guys don't owe anything. And I owed like several thousand before that. And so I was like, God, I wasn't expecting that at all. And I was just so grateful because, like, here I am worried about something and complaining, and God already took care of it before I even knew. And I was like, I felt like I didn't even deserve it because I was worried the whole time, and I should have known God is faithful. Like, He's done so many things in this journey, like growing in Him in these past 4 years, that it's like, I shouldn't even be worried, But for him to meet me in such a way. Like, he's just so amazing. And so I just wanted to come on here to give him the glory and to encourage you guys. No matter what's going on in the storm, know that if you keep your eyes on God, he's going to lead you out. Like, not everything is where I thought it would be yet, but little by little, God is showing me that his hand is here. He's guiding my steps and he's making a way out. And so trust in God, keep seeking his face, keep walking in obedience to what he calls you to do, and listen for the instructions in this hour, because God is moving. God is moving. And I just pray for anybody who's waiting on God for something right now. I just pray that this helps you to shift your perspective. Look at the good that God has done while you're waiting for that final thing, and know that it's because he's showing you the steps to the promise, okay? To the promise land. He's showing you the steps and he will lead you out. So be encouraged. Don't let the final parts of the storm make you become like ungrateful or have you focus on the wrong things like it did me. Because God is so much bigger than what we're dealing with. So I just wanted to come on here and share this encouragement and this testimony and give God the glory, because I couldn't believe it. I'm still a little like, I can't believe it. But God did it. God did it.